Today we have first impressions. I received a couple of samples with my order from Sarah Baker, and I received a sample of Cemetery, the fragrance that I purchased. I also received LOUDO and I received ATLANTE or ATLANTE. So today it's going to be nice and easy, simple, first impressions. I've actually been dying to see what these smell like, and I'm going to do it right now for you lot on camera. Let's get into it. What is good, YouTube? Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Mikey Cologne, and thank you very much for tuning in today. That is right, something light, something easy, first impressions on a couple of samples. But before I get going, do you enjoy first impressions, or would you rather me get a fragrance, then wear it, then talk about it, or stick to doing first impressions, then update reviews? Or with samples, would you rather me wear the samples first, then come and talk about the samples? I would love to hear your thoughts. I personally love doing first impressions because you lot get to see my reaction on camera, and I enjoy trying to suss out a fragrance. But I'd love to hear your thoughts. Do you enjoy first impressions, or would you rather me wear a fragrance or a sample, then come and talk about it? But anyway, we're going to dive straight into this. Drop a comment down below, talk to me people, and let me know which fragrance you enjoy from the house of Sarah Baker. Which ones have you tried? Which ones do you own? I don't know nothing about these fragrances. That's the way I like to keep it. I like to see, this is why I like doing first impressions, because I like to see what I get. But first off, I'm going to start with LOUDO. I'm going to go straight in with this one. Let me just show you the sample. Let me show you. LOUDO test strip, and we're going to go on skin. These are quite full samples. I reckon they've got to be a 2 ml. It's nice of her to do that. It's nice when brands do that, when they throw in a couple of samples. They're silly not to, really. Reason being is that you get to try some of that other fragrances, and then if you enjoy them fragrances, then it sort of not leads you to buy that fragrance. Well, it does. That's the whole point of sampling, is to try a fragrance, and if you like it, buy it. Some of these big houses that don't sell out, some of these big houses that don't send samples, I think are wrong, because it's not even the fact it's a freebie, it's the fact of, like I said, if you get a sample and you spray it on and you think, man, that's good, then that brand has got more chance of making more sales because they're sending out samples and people are getting to try more of their scents. Wow. This is very, very oody. I mean, very oody. Not, I wouldn't say pungent. It's a little bit barnyardy. It's a little bit animalic, but no, it's animalic, but not quite so barnyardy, because the reason why I say that, and I might be wrong with this, I associate oud being barnyardy as coming across smelling a little bit fecal, maybe a bit like, not cow shit, but, you know, like a farm. And this has got a bit of funk to it, but there is some freshness to it as well. There's something citrusy here, but it's packing a punch. Right, on test strip, it's more fresher, so to speak. On skin, I'm getting a lot of oud, like it was oud straight out the gate. After about 20 seconds, then I started getting this fresh citrusy touch. But on test strip, that citrusy quality that I'm getting was near on there straight away with the oud. This has got a nice, this is semi-sweet. And to me, this has either got benzoin, vanilla, and I'm getting chocolate. Chocolate starting to come through. This is a bit unusual, but in a good way. Like, there is nothing that I've smelt that smells like LOUDO. That is what I enjoyed about Cemetery as well. That fragrance, I've worn it a few times. I'm in the middle of testing a few different fragrances, and I've worn Cemetery a couple of times, and the more I've worn that fragrance, when I first done first impressions on it, I thought it smelled great. Now I'm falling in love with that fragrance. It's a bit different from everything else. So is this fragrance to my nose. I'm looking up the notes. That is a solid scent. It really is. I would give that a strong 8 out of 10 on first impressions. Yeah, that's nice, LOUDO is. Drop a comment down below if you have tried this. I think you definitely have to appreciate oud to appreciate LOUDO. But now, as it's sitting, it's starting to lighten a little bit. Like, that oud is still the main player at the minute, but it is calming down. Woodsy, dense, thick, heavy. It's sitting very heavy on the skin, which is a good thing. I don't even know the concentration of these. Right, I'm on Fragrantica. Cherry, bergamot, petitgrain, neroli up top. White chocolate, cypriol oil and orange blossom in the mid. And the base is Laotian oud and agar wood, which is also oud, amber, vanilla and musk. Definitely getting, right, so the oud here is saying it's a base note. That don't mean nothing because I got that straight away. The oud definitely getting touches of the amber and the vanilla, and I'm also getting the chocolate. I didn't know it was white chocolate. To me, it was just coming across, just very lightly in the background coming through. I could detect chocolate. The cherry, no. The bergamot neroli is what's giving it the freshness up top. Yeah, this is a nice fragrance. I enjoy that. Would I purchase a full bottle of LOUDO? Definitely. It's more of a cooler weather fragrance, even though, hang on. Right, now, it's really starting to get citrusy now, and that oud has calmed down quite quick. Still a cooler weather fragrance, definitely, but I enjoy that. Right, yeah, that's... Oh, my light's just gone out. What's happened? I do apologise about that. I've just had a power cut, so I've had to open the curtains. So if the lighting situation has changed, all my lights have gone out, everything's gone off, so I've had to let the natural light in, so I'm going to crack on before anything else happens. We're going to have a quick look at ATLANTE. I was sitting here and that light went out, these lights went out. Don't know what's going on these days. They can't even get the power to stay on. I've definitely paid the bills, so it ain't that. Or have I? A few sprays. I don't know why I'm shaking that. Wow, this is very bright, very fresh. This is like completely on the other end of the spectrum, whereas LOUDO was opened up, dark, heavy, oudy. This is opened up, salty, aquatic, fresh, very fresh. This is like a beach day fragrance. This smells of the sea air, like you're standing, not quite the sea air, but there's more going on than that. It's like you're down by the beach and it's a warm day and that sea air is blowing in, and you know, it smells a touch humid, a little bit fresh and a little bit salty. That is what I'm getting here. It's got a little bit of bite to it. There's definitely some type of citrus in this up top, but it's very, very fresh. Like, this would be a great fragrance, ATLANTE or ATLANTE, whatever one it is, would be great to wear on a hot day. Like when it's a little bit sticky, this is the type of fragrance that will cool you down or keep you cool. Oh, it's really starting to get a little bit salty now. I'll tell you what, I'm getting like this seaweed accord in this fragrance. Oh, this is nice. This is another great fragrance. I'm going to put it out there right now at the minute. First impressions, I prefer Atlante. This is a solid freshie. It really is. It is smooth. Oh, mate, that's good. That is really good. I'm looking up the notes. I know I got excited. I didn't smell the test strip, did I? I always do that. I'll go back to it in a second. Let me look up the notes. Right, this is saying yuzu, seaweed, mineral notes, ambergris, driftwood, seashells. Did I even smell of anything? Orris, cedar, and lily of the valley. I'm not really getting anything floral in this fragrance. The ambergris, the mineral notes, the seaweed, that's what's creating this salty effect. The yuzu's putting that citrusy touch in. I'm not getting no orris, I'm not getting nothing powdery. The cedar, yeah, I would say it's very lightly woodsy, and I mean very lightly woodsy. As this settles, that cedar might come through more, but that's a great fragrance. I'd give that an 8.5 out of 10. No, wrong test strip. On test strip is nearly what I'm getting on skin, but that yuzu is popping off of my skin, and on test strip it's sitting flat. Like there's no bite to it, there's no character to it on test strip, there's no character to it on test strip. That's a solid fragrance. I'll be getting a bottle of this, definitely. This is going to be great for summer. Atlante or Atlante, god damn it. Which one is it? Is it Atlante or is it Atlante? Right, ladies and gentlemen, that is my first impressions on LOUDO and Atlante. Sorry about the power going out. There was nothing I can do about it. The whole area must be down without power. I'm going to see what's going on now. But yeah, just a quick, easy one. First impressions, both great smelling fragrances. Even though LOUDO had that strong oudi opening, it's very smooth, like it's very well done. And to me, it wasn't quite... If you don't like oud, you're not going to appreciate it. It's as simple as that. But there's more challenging oud fragrances out there than what LOUDO is. But it definitely has a strong presence in the fragrance. It's going a little bit smoky now. LOUDO is. And now on Atlante, that salty quality is starting to calm down. And it seems to be getting more citrusy. And that bite's faded. Yeah, great fragrances. I'd be happy to purchase both of them. Right, ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate everybody's support. Thank you for bearing with me. I don't know if I was all over the place or not, but first impressions, I do love doing them, and I want to hear from you. Do you enjoy the first impressions, or do you want me to just wear a fragrance and then come and tell you how long it lasts and what it smells like and all the good stuff? The meat and potatoes. Anyway, remember, smelling good's always a pleasure and never a chore. And I'll see you lot on the next one. Cheers.